Hey guys, it's Victoria and welcome back to FemmeHead. Today I want to make a video about staying motivated and productive while you work from home. Making the switch to working at home from a more traditional place where someone holds you accountable while you're actually there can be difficult at first, but once you get the hang of it, it's really easy to stay productive and motivated and all that stuff. And there are many different reasons why someone would work from home. Maybe they work for a company, but they have certain days they can work from home. Or maybe they work for an online company and they just are in charge of their own office, wherever that may be. Or maybe you own your own thing. So every once in a while, I will get in a little like working from home rut. And I wanted to share with you today some of the different things or like tips I have or pieces of advice I have for you to get back into the routine of being motivated and productive while working from home. So I've literally just made a list and I will go into each thing a little bit. So the first one is to have a routine. This is one of the most important things. I find a lot of value in my morning routine. It really sets me up mentally for the day. It gets me in the mindset of like, okay, it's time to work. And I think finding ways in which you are able to put yourself in that mindset of like, it's time to work. A few different things I'll talk about today, but just getting into that mindset is very important. Structuring your morning to get you excited for the day, to get you ready for the day is quite important. So my morning routine looks a little something like waking up anywhere from like 6:30 to 7:30. I will make myself a cup of coffee and I will do my morning pages. I have then been trying to add in meditation. I will then plan out my day and kind of brainstorm all the things I need to get done. I will organize my to-do list and then I will crack in on that to-do list. My next piece of advice for you is to have a dedicated workspace. I have a desk and creating a place that I just work was a very important thing for me, but maybe you don't have enough space to have like a desk or an office, whether that's having something at your kitchen island or your dining room table and setting it up so this is where I work. And it doesn't have to always stay that, but when you know you're in that space, your mind knows this is where I work. The next piece of advice I have, and this is regardless of where you work, is to take breaks. Breaks are very important. If you find yourself in just like a mental fog or a rut, take a break and go do something else, whether that's watch a YouTube video, listen to part of a podcast episode, read a couple pages of a book, go and have coffee with a friend, go outside on a walk, step away every now and then and just take a break, and there's nothing wrong with that. Going along with that one, the next piece of advice I have is to get out of your house. If you are in a phase where you are working mostly from home, you can go an entire day without leaving your house sometimes, and I don't think that's always the healthiest. So whether that's like going and running an errand, going and meeting someone for drinks or coffee or whatever, going to the library, taking a break and going to the coffee shop, walking around the block, it's important to make sure you're leaving where you live. The next piece of advice I have is exercise. I don't always like exercise and I don't like people telling me I should exercise, but I do find that I am, for whatever reason, doing daily exercise, just moving your body. Thank you, sir. They're doing brickwork. Moving your body, whether that is going on a walk, going on a run, going and doing some exercises at the gym, taking a class, riding your bike, getting your blood pumping for a little bit each day, I just find just helps me. It's much more of like the well-rounded, wholesome approach to day-to-day life, and I find that when that's an element to my days, I am just better off as a person. Be social. I am guilty of this one. It goes along with leaving your house, especially when you work from home. One of the cons for working for yourself or working from home is you don't have that social environment of an office, which that has its pros and cons. But make sure you're making time for friends and family, meeting new people, just being social is important. Declutter and clean your house or your apartment. I'm kind of looking at a mess right now because I am in the process of decluttering and cleaning, but my brain is so much better able to focus when I do not have clutter in my peripherals. I'm better off just taking 10 minutes, going and cleaning it, and then coming back to work because it sits subconsciously at the back of my mind. And so just having a clean, decluttered space helps me so much. And so if I'm in like a rut or a funk that day, I will take a break and I will go and spend 15 minutes cleaning. And there's something very cathartic about cleaning, and I'm not like a huge fan of cleaning, but it does something for me, you know? Have a system and a to-do list, some way for you to organize your thoughts and your tasks, your goals and everything. I personally really enjoy a bullet calendar, but I also use other programs to organize my notes, my lists, my ideas, my thoughts, everything. And just having a well-organized place to store things, to organize things, to plan things, just is very important. If you have a list of to-dos that you're working on and you're stuck on one, move on to the next thing or work on something else for a little bit. Go get another task done. Don't sit there and procrastinate working on one thing. Sometimes just getting into the flow of getting something done will make it so much easier to circle back around to that task and get it done. Know when to stop, know when to disconnect, and know when to step away. Working from home, or especially working for yourself, like owning your business, where it's all dependent on like how much effort you put in, there is this desire and sort of pressure to always be working, always be on the clock, and you have to know, right, I'm gonna work from 9 to 5, or I'm gonna work from 6 to 3. Have your work hours and know when to be like, my work day is over. Yes, there's plenty of other things I can do, but those things can wait till tomorrow. And to have that separation of your work life and your home life. Journaling is something that I find very beneficial all around, but also to stay inspired. And I think that is a big element to like working from home or working for yourself. I do morning pages, I do gratitude journals every night. I have a regular journal. I work through things by writing and I think through them by writing. And so journaling consistently just helps clear my mind and make way for thinking about the things I have to do. Wake up earlier. I find that when I'm in a rut, I will start waking up earlier. I will get into habit of waking up, 7:30, getting around to work at 9 o'clock. And if I find myself really in a funk, I will force myself to get up earlier. I will set my alarm for 6. And that might be something that you're not interested in, but I find that mornings are my best time. And especially before the rest of the world has started, giving myself more time in the mornings is going to benefit me in the long run because I get more done in the morning than in the afternoon. And I think your motivation is higher in the morning as well. Get ready for the day. Yes, there are plenty of days where I work in what I sleep in, but those are the days that I'm already motivated and I'm just so excited to do whatever it is I'm doing that I don't have to get ready. There's something very important about, even if it's just like changing your clothes. It doesn't have to be fancy. Changing your clothes, brushing your hair, running your fingers through them, putting some moisturizer on, lip balm, brushing your teeth, just like very basic things to separate lounging at home with working. There's definitely something that switches in my mind when I get ready for the day. And if I'm in a really big rut, I will like get ready like I'm dressing to go to the office or something. Gets my mind into like girl boss mode. And the final thing is put on some music. It can get lonely at home, or like you can kind of lull into something while you're working. And so if I just really need to like switch on to my brain, I'll put on music, or I'll change my music to something more upbeat or more inspiring or whatever it may be. And I find that music just really helps zhuzh up my brain. That is the random list of things I have that help me be more productive and motivated. There are other things that could help you more. Maybe there's some of these things where you're like, that's crappy advice or that's common sense, but I think it's a good conversation to have because people romanticize this idea of working for yourself or working from home, and they think it's all that in a box of Cracker Jacks. And for the most part, like, it's really awesome, but there are its pros and cons. Staying motivated and staying like productive are very important keys to working at home, working for yourself. And so continuously discovering and tweaking different habits or tricks you might have are very important things. So I want to know down below, what are your tips and tricks to working from home, and what have you found like helps you the most? Thanks for watching today's video. Don't forget to subscribe to FemmeHead for more videos like this. Give today a thumbs up if you enjoyed the content, and I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye!